Welcome to the next episode of First Round Showdown. I am your co-host here, Freedom Gamer 38, with my boy Slow-Mo Gaming and Griff J85 here to talk about episode 6, which was supposed to be Chakan the Forever Man. Guys, what happened?
It was awful.
It's down the shitter.
The controls were so wonky, and I knew it was going to be too hard for any of us to beat in a week. Maybe Freedom, he's good like that, but I knew I couldn't.
I don't know, man. I have my own gripes with it as well. Absolutely. So
I didn't have the desire. Didn't have the desire to even try it. Like I played for like 6 hours, no progress.
6 hours.
Yeah, I think that timer really ruined it for everybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
The whole if you don't beat all 3 phases by the time this timer runs out, you start over.
Yeah, and the jumping and everything was all sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jumps you had to be like perfectly on point with those jumps.
The jumps, the attacking, I mean, absolutely. I don't know if you guys have gameplay to show or whatever. I have a small reel to show whenever we get into it. We're not going to talk too much about it. We'll actually talk about the game that we substituted it with, Green Dog for the Sega Genesis, the Beached Surfer Dude.
Well, first, some introductions.
Yep.
Got Leo in the chat. Playing Hangman. Says he loves you. Got a wild CJ. What up, buddy? Nova.
Welcome. Everybody, it's great to see
you. This is Patrick.
If you say something I can't hear, I'm eating. Huh.
Here we go.
Oh, man. This was definitely a turn of events. Definitely a turn of events.
It sure is.
So, do you guys have any videos for the Chakan, or are we just going to talk about it?
I didn't do enough in Chakan to make
I put together like a 40-second video. I mean, we could play it, or we could just kind of talk about it, whichever.
I mean, I'm down to play it. We got time.
Yeah. If you want, we can go ahead and do that. Yeah. Well, not even Freedom nailed the Chakan. Well, with that, we all discussed like 2 days in of switching the game. So I pretty much put it down once we decided to switch the game. Me and Slow-Mo, well, in our Discord, we were talking about possibly coming back around to it. We shall see. Not exactly sure if that's gonna persevere or not, but we'll see what happens.
I'm interested in beating it, but I'm not interested in doing it in a week. I feel like there's too much going on in that game, and it is like just extremely difficult, and I feel like it would take a lot longer than a week for me to beat. So
right.
I'm gonna say ner, as in it's a ner from me on Chakan.
I will do it. I do it in my free time. My free time, I'll do it.
Free time.
I value my sanity and free time more than that.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
That might be how it goes, yeah. So, but yes, the game that we picked for this week after we subsidized it was Green Dog for the Sega Genesis, the Beached Surfer Dude. It is a game about Green Dog. Your character's name is Green Dog. Blonde-haired, skinny, tall, slinky surfer dude that loves to surf in the Caribbeans, Australia, California, pretty much anywhere around the world where he catches huge waves. He uses his skateboard, incline skates, gyrocopter, and his frisbee to traverse multiple locations in the Caribbean Sea. The idea of the game is he is surfing some huge waves, gets knocked off his board in the Caribbean seas, falls unconscious while he's under the sea. When he wakes up, he has an Aztec pendant around his neck that he can't get off, that his girlfriend basically explains to him that it is cursed. And the only way he is able to get it off is if he goes through the Caribbean islands and visit all of the Aztec locations, the civilization down, and get the 6 pieces of the sacred Aztec treasure, which at the end of the game you wind up finding out is an Aztec surfboard. So yeah, great game. Pretty straightforward game. Ultimately, Green Dog can remove both the curse and the pendant. However, nobody knows exactly where the pieces and the treasures are hidden. So that's
the glizzies, magic hot dogs.
Yep. So it was a frisbee. Yes, it was. Yep.
I played for a significant amount of time on Chakan, and I just had no interest. Like I played for 6 hours and made no progress.
Right.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. I do
for
have some video and some gameplay of why it was bad. But
yeah, it seemed like that game could have been polished up more.
That's an understatement.
It could have. It definitely could have.
I'll tell you, once you had the roll attack or the roll dash and the spin attack down, it made it a lot more tolerable. Without those, it was just almost impossible. And even still, like even then, it was still like
Did you play the Spider Queen level by any chance?
I'm not sure. I know I beat 3 or 4 phases.
You can't just roll through. You can't just roll through the Spider Queen's palace because there are low enemies and they'll hit you in the roll.
I know I beat like 3 or 4 phases of different portals, and then I got timered out on one of them, and that's when I stopped playing.
Yeah,
because you lose.
That was me with the Spider Queen,
and you have to start over. So it wasn't very fun.
So the Spider Queen, is that one where you drop down and she kind of comes? She's like yellow and she comes across or whatever.
I don't know. I never made it to the Spider Queen.
Oh well,
timer ran out.
I made it to some. There was a bunch of platforming, and you finally get down to this all the way to the right side. You get down to this hole. It's an open area, so you can clearly see you're about to fight something. And this chick, man, or
correct.
I guess
that is when the rage sets in.
Yeah, it's literally each hit takes a skull away, and by the time with all the enemies that there are, by the time you get to the boss, it's like you have almost no health, dude.
I can show you the video. It's done. Gotta find it here.
I feel like once you get all the potions and learn all the magic spell things,
it might make it tolerable, yeah.
Or at least a little easier.
Yeah, that level, man.
Did he? What just happened?
So yeah, I did play part of this.
Yeah. So I actually ended up getting stuck here in between this cloud and these little spiders.
Yeah.
And it pretty much took all of my health.
Oh yeah.
And then I had in the house.
Welcome in there, dear. Appreciate you stopping in.
Sorry, I'm usually more put together than this. I don't know where anything is now. See, what happened is I cleaned up all of my stuff, and then this stopped me forever too. The double jump in this game was extremely weird.
Oh yeah,
like, you had to commit to it.
Yeah, you had to hit it before the peak of your jump.
Oh yeah, dude, that happened to me so many times.
So many times, yeah. It was super frustrating.
That's the worst part, is that the double jump could have been improved.
I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it.
Let's get it together.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so it's it kind of had a little bit of a feel like the X-Men game, but like not as good as the X-Men game. Like the X-Men game was pretty solid all the way around for the Genesis, the first one. Yeah, and this one, it had a feel of it, but I mean the soundtrack for the levels that I was on seemed pretty straightforward, pretty great. But yeah, the controls were wonky, the hitboxes were crazy. Some enemies you can one hit, and there's some enemies you had to hit them 5 or 6 times, and it's just like, and you had to switch out between the 4 different weapons once you finally collected all 4 weapons, and it's just, it almost like you had to hit certain enemies with certain weapons to actually do subliminal damage, so it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, Slow-Mo compared it to Super Metroid.
It does have a very Super Metroid-y, kind of like the controls, how it's like clunky, and then like that double jump sucks. Almost like, honestly, I would compare it more to like the space jump.
Yeah,
appearances can be deceiving.
Yeah, it looked fun, and I don't know. I feel like I need to play it again just because, but I also don't want to do it for the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't feel like any of us would beat it, and it'd be a bad time.
I think the lack of enjoyment is really what was doing it for me. I didn't. I know the spirit of the podcast is to defeat like the hard games, but to me, this would have been hard because the game is hard, even though it was hard.
It's almost unplayable.
Yeah, I didn't have fun playing it, and to do it would be almost like torture to myself because I just wasn't having fun.
There's a difference between hard games that are fun and hard games that are hard for no reason. And this was just hard for no reason. Like, it was hard in general, but it was harder because it was so poorly put together.
That's what she said.
It could be a really good game if they had polished it up more and worked more
Yeah.
on the like controls of everything. But that's not why we're here. Let's talk about the reason we're here now. I don't even have a good thing to say about Chakan.
Well, let's get into Green Dog then.
Yeah,
one of you
let's do
guys
that.
want to show some gameplay? Tell us what you think about it. Let's get the shindig started.
Yeah, I'll go.
Cool.
You kind of went over it in the story. That's one of the videos that I had.
Okay.
First off, I liked the movie or the sound. Even though they were repetitive, they were fairly catchy. But this is basically the plot of Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if you guys caught on to that, but basically.
I didn't watch the cutscene, so I wouldn't know.
Ah, well. Makes sense. Yeah, that's his girlfriend, Bambi.
Bambi.
How come Bambi has way better graphics than whoever the main Green Dog?
He's all penciled in.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's part of the background.
Yeah, and it's a basic story for a basic game. Slow-mo watching a cutscene? Never. Never watches cutscenes. Never, ever.
I have watched cutscenes in Baldur's Gate 3.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
Interesting.
It's kind of an interesting story. I like it.
I skipped them in Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, man.
But it's hard to skip because you have to you can answer different ways for different things. So
yeah. Then once you beat a level, you get this weird flying machine.
Yeah,
and it has weird controls. It's like swimming in Donkey Kong or Mario.
Up and down with the
Yeah.
Man, those piranhas are eating you up, dude.
Oh yeah, they are, dude. I was just was not understanding the concept on this. This is the first one. But yeah, they tore me up pretty good.
Yeah. This was just seemed like fluff to me. Like there was no point in that other than
yeah, that's pretty much all it is. They fluffed it up like that, and it's still an extremely short game.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one?
Griff becomes one with the fish. Yes.
Become one with the fish.
Oh my god.
Oh, you got hit by the
this whole water level. Everything about this level, trash. Do away with it. The worst thing is that tube, though.
Yep.
And
with the suction, yeah.
Rickles and Chaos were both watching, and I think it was Chaos that said I would have immediately quit, and Rickles was like, "Oh no."
Yep.
From a terrible game to a bad one. But then something that didn't make sense to me. Like, if you fall in the pits throughout the level, you take damage, right? But then at the end, he just jumps in a big hole anyway.
He jumps into a hole anyway, yeah.
Yeah. This whole level, I hate water levels. And this was the epitome of water level hatred. This compares to like the Earthworm Jim water levels. And those pipes suck. Those hooks suck.
Oh yeah, that hook completely caught me off guard. I was like,
this level has more one shots than any other level.
Oh
everything in this level is a one shot kill.
And then not just the level, but the whole time you're underwater, it's making like a beeping sound, and it was giving me a headache.
His bubbles.
Yeah, his
bubbles. His bubbles, yeah.
And I found out the hard way that you can run out of air.
I was thinking you could, yeah.
I was actually running out of air as I was leaving the level. So if I had taken any longer, I probably would have.
Yeah, once you step on one of the sponges or whatever, it's almost like that Sonic thing.
The running out of water or running out of air in the water is actually what got me my very first game over. I think. No, it wasn't, but it got me my very close to first game over. It was rough.
I think that's actually all the video that I have.
I just wish games gave you a timer if you're going to run out of air. Like,
yeah,
don't let me know 4 seconds beforehand, especially when I'm fighting a boss.
Right.
I seen your video. You're about to show one of the things that I was going to make a video of. I didn't feel like clipping out, so.
Who?
And I think I'll turn it over to you, Slow-Mo.
Okay, pull it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this whole game I had emulator issues before and during. But so first it took a long time to get those jumps down. But I didn't know this was my second playthrough. I just stole everything from my second playthrough, and
Hey,
I didn't
Lee, how
know
you doing?
that those would change, like the totems.
Yeah,
they're random, so they're not the same every time. This was annoying. Every skateboarding level. So basically, in between like the main levels, there was always either a temple you had to explore and fight a totem pole, or you had to skate through the whole thing, and the skating was awful.
Skating was awful. That's what I was just talking about making the video.
Yeah,
I was terrible at Tony Hawk BT. I didn't approve.
Excuse me.
Here's a just a random clip of skateboarding that I did.
Yeah, you had to go up to go back and then go forward again.
It was almost like the skateboarding, that especially with the half pipe right there, it was almost like an afterthought. Like, oh hey, you know what? He's supposed to be skateboarding. Hey, let's just throw a random ramp in here for absolutely no reason.
Oh look, more skateboarding.
Yeah, this one was the worst.
I disagree. I think the last one was the worst. It was all the bad things about all the skateboarding levels combined into one. I did, after I got past the water levels, I did pretty good, all the way up to that last skateboarding level. That's when things went down. As you can see, I almost died there. Then we got through here. This part here was the longest. I don't know, felt like 20 minutes of my life.
Waiting for that lava.
Yes. And then as you can see here, I am dying. And when you get to your last hit, you lose your frisbee. And here I am losing my frisbee. And then the end is there. If I had not got to that finish line before I died, it would have been game over. I was at the very end.
I never realized that was your frisbee.
It gives you like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Had I not gotten to that door in that time limit, I would have game over at the very end of the game.
Man. And there isn't any continues, are there?
You can get a continue. You get one continue for free, and then somehow I got another continue. I don't know how, but I was out of continues. That was it. Like, it was game over. And that level took like 4 lives.
Good to see you there, Lee. Thank you very much for stopping in.
CJ says he feels like he played this once back in the day. I can tell you I did not play this back in the day.
Maybe for the Sega channel. Sega channel was way ahead of its time. That's where I played a bunch of games before I was able to actually pick them up.
All right. But other than that,
not too bad. Like I said, I picked this one because I knew it was a simpler game. Well, supposed to be a simpler game because we were 2 or 3 days in already, and I didn't want to pick something that was going to kind of throw us over the week aspect. So I figured for the first one, because it was already on the list, I would just pick just a simple one, just to kind of get us through the week.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I enjoyed it when I was a kid, so.
I mean, I didn't hate it. So it's definitely one of those games that, like, if you played it as a kid, going back and playing it as an adult is gonna bring back those memories of playing it as a kid. Kind of like it's kind of like Super Adventure Island does to me. Like, Super Adventure Island is not a hard game, but something about playing it, takes you back to your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was a hard game. It was just basic and simple.
Question is, who has the best spins?
Not me. We got. I'm probably banned from the wheel.
Who has for the wheel?
I think we all have good spins on there.
Yeah, mine are kind of random. What I did, I literally Googled best game for the various consoles, and then I picked the ones that seemed interesting to me that wouldn't annoy these two. I know when Slow-Mo was looking for his, he was like, "How can I annoy Griff today?"
No, only once.
100% he did that.
Only once. That was Donkey Kong Country 2. I knew he hated Donkey Kong.
And then it came up real quick.
It did. I didn't do that, though. We did it live.
No, you didn't. That was the wheel.
It was all the wheel.
Wheel giveth and the wheel taketh.
Yes, and the wheel took everything we had this week.
Right.
Bad wheel.
Yeah.
We should fire the wheel and get a new wheel.
I guess that means it's my turn.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Roll that footage, man. So yeah, like I said,
creative with your intros
for the Genesis. Thank you. Yeah, there's the parachute thing or whatever the hell that is. I don't know. I didn't really use any of the specials. I think I used the super frisbee one time, and it was just like by random. Like I said before, I played this when I was a kid. I had never beaten it when I was a kid, so I just popped it on here. Shorter game. I beat it within I think it was 5 minutes after an hour or whatever. Pretty simplistic gameplay. Platforming. The skateboarding levels were definitely a bane of existence. Absolutely. But overall, I think it was pretty great. They had plenty of enemies on here, but they were all around the same type of enemy though. It very simplistic. Like I said, a shorter game. I figured we could just kind of blow through it for the rest of the week. Soundtrack was pretty great. As Griff said, it's pretty repetitive. But it was definitely catchy. I found myself kind of bopping a little bit on each level, depending on what the song was. So not too difficult, not too long. I think anybody can kind of pick this up and just kind of give it a shot. It's very childlike with the graphics and all that. Obviously, it's a Genesis, but overall, I think it was pretty great for being something you can just kind of blow through and maybe just pass some time. Anybody can pick it up and just kind of give it a shot. So overall, not too bad, man.
I didn't even realize that those were giving me oxygen.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, the sponges, yeah.
It took me a minute to realize.
No, I mean it's pretty straightforward boss battle. Like literally, it was each Aztec ruin was the same. It was just mixed up a little bit, and I think you only fought that thing 3 out of the 5 times, or 3 out of the 6 times. Each of the other Aztec ruins was just a skateboarding level.
Yeah,
did you guys try the skates?
I did. I preferred them.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
Right there. That's actually one of the things I wanted to showcase. Those damn jumps are so damn annoying. It kept kicking me back.
Mm-hmm.
I literally fought that damn thing for 5 minutes. So,
I struggled with that last night in Discord.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't really start playing this until last night.
I started today at about noon.
There you go. And so that right there shows how simplistic this game can be. So, yeah, I think when we finally decided that we were going to switch games, and I picked it, I think for that day for my live stream, I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to go ahead and blow through this real quick. So,
I'm not mad at this pick, honestly.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't bad. Just basic, a little bit too easy.
Yeah,
it was easier and it was pretty basic. But like, it's one of those games that if you're looking to do like a quick stream,
yeah,
you can pick this up, knock it out in an hour.
yeah.
You probably fit another game in there. Like I could do this with a Lion King, no problem. I mean, I would never do that because Aladdin exists, but I could. I didn't know you could kill that thing.
Yeah, you have to. It's weird though. You can't do the regular throw. You have to jump and attack it, and it'll one hit'll, or at least be where that level is.
Oh, just that one part. Oh.
Yeah. So, and that's pretty much the 6-piece. It shows you on the surfboard right there, and that's pretty much it.
458,000 points. I ended with 1,500 because I game overed there and then had to restart.
I don't think I had to. Not boasting. I don't think I had to continue. I kind of blew through with just one stream. I know the game starts you off with like 5 lives or something.
Yeah, but I definitely game over completely.
We spun MGS. How dare you? That was a great game.
I did that on purpose. But I game over one full time and then got it the second time. But I also had to use a continue in that second time.
Right.
So like the first time I played it, as you guys saw the fish on the gyrocopter or whatever it is, they really tore me up. And because of that, I lost my lives really, really quickly the first time. But the second time through, I beat it in like 55 minutes. I don't remember how many points I had, but super easy.
I think all around with my first playthrough and my second playthrough, it came out to like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad
Proud
at all.
of you.
Don't be proud of us.
Appreciate
we gave up
that.
on a hard game to play a really easy one.
I mean, we didn't choose the really easy game.
No, but it was still a good game. I'm not even mad at it. I had fun playing.
And there was a reason why it was simpler.
Because we needed a break. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I enjoyed the game, so I'm not mad at it.
Do we want to give it a rating?
D. It's a solid D for me.
Solid D.
I'd put it at a C. I'd say it's pretty like average. I wouldn't say it's worse than every game we've played.
Right.
But I wouldn't say it's necessarily better than anything we played either. But yeah, I'd definitely put it at a C, like the low end of the C scale.
Right. I think like I said, for it being pretty simplistic, the art style was pretty great. Soundtrack was pretty great. I feel like anybody can pick this up and give it a shot. You know, it's not too overly hard for certain spots. And just something you can kind of blow through or just kind of pass the time, like Slow-Mo said. So I would probably give it a low end on a C as well.
It's a fun time killer. That's how I'd put it. Like, it's good for just killing the time. You don't want to like try, but you want to play something.
Right.
Pop it on and you'll have fun. It's a fun little game. Unless you're about to game over at the very end, then it's stressful.
Man, that was skin of your teeth on that one.
I know, because I didn't have my Frisbee anymore. It went into the spikes. And you can't get it there.
Oh, yeah. I found a lot of times, like when something I needed, like a health pickup or whatever, it would disappear into spikes or pits.
Yeah, or that damn dog would grab it. That's the other thing.
My God,
when the dog was following you, you had to hope that whatever you're hitting would throw a bone in the air, because if he got a bone, it would keep him frozen for a little bit. That way you could pick up the other pickups.
Yeah. Corchester wants to know how we base our rank. What criteria are we using?
I just go by how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's basically solely how likely I am to play it.
Where did we put Ninja 5.0?
How I enjoyed it. I think it got a D.
Okay, that's in the right spot.
Because you gave it an F and we both gave it a C, I think. But yeah, it's just, personal preference, how we feel about the game. our overall feelings, and then we average our feelings.
Yeah, that's talking about that's talking like soundtrack, gameplay, replayability, art style, enjoyable all the way around. So yeah.
Chaos wants to know if we're going to rate Chakan.
I don't feel like I can do that because I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't think any of us gave it we gave it a fair shot, but we didn't give it a fair shot.
I'm putting that shit in F.
So I can't give it a rating just because I didn't play it all.
Put unplayable up there.
Ninja 5 being a D is still blasphemy. Your face is a blasphemy. How about that?
But it's not a D overall. It's just
yeah. Okay, so we each give it an individual rating, and then we kind of try to average it, and then that's where we put it.
But also, like, we had to rate it compared to like home console games, and
yeah,
obviously, like, it's not going to rank as high up there being a handheld. If we had a separate handheld category, it would be an S for me. But that's not how it goes. We got to rate it overall, and it's got to match up to the rest of those games on the list.
Yeah, because we averaged it, I'm pretty sure I'm the one that brought it down.
He did.
You're welcome, Rickles. Just for you, buddy. Just for you.
F is unplayable.
Yeah, I mean, Chakan to me is pretty much unplayable. Like, I don't even want to look at it again. Like, I will never. I deleted the ROM.
Gotcha.
So I no longer have a complete ROM set. I have all of them but Chakan.
I kind of, I'm looking at this list that we've already done, and I just wanted to play Beyond Oasis again.
Yeah.
No, I'm done with that too.
I actually just found a copy. I downloaded it for Launchbox for my PC. The Legend of Oasis on the Sega Saturn. So I think Legend of Oasis is either a prequel or a sequel to Beyond Oasis.
You should check out.
I think it's a prequel.
You should check out Defenders of Oasis. It was a Game Gear game. Which
actually, you know what? I think I saw the thing about that. I don't think that's linked to the other games. I think that's its own game.
Wouldn't like it. Well, even if it's not linked, it's still good.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. You said Game Gear?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if anybody's interested, the loose price on price charting for Green Dog right now is $10.70.
Nice.
I have a question. Greg.
Well, how much is it complete?
Complete at $20.43.
Is that Crystallis down there in the picture?
It is.
It is.
It's not even on the list.
So I have my hard copy of Green Dog complete, and I think I got it for like $5.
I'm 100% certain that I added that.
But Crystallis?
I think you're slacking on the list, sir.
No.
I'm also 100% certain that I added Shining Force.
You talked about adding Shining Force. You never did it though. But Crystallis has never been on the list.
Uh-oh.
You see what I have to deal with?
I can read you your games that you have on here.
I know the games I have on there, but I'm saying that the games that I have on there ain't all the games that I should have on there.
You have 10 on here.
Yeah, we went through and chose more, didn't we?
No, we started with 5, and then we chose another 5 each.
Yeah, so it's a constant 30. Plus freedom choice, slow-mo choice, griff choice, and we still need to put fans choice on there. If that's what we
see, I don't know. How do we decide the fans choice though?
I guess
it's like I feel like Rickles would be like picking some really hard game just to spite us.
Well,
like Donkey Kong Country 3 or something.
The fan choice would have to be something that's off the list because I mean, freedom choice, slow mo, and griff choice is basically we have to pick off of the list that we already have.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Or yeah, Chaos said voting or in Discord.
In the Discord.
I could create a separate wheel and then just put everybody that's viewing at the time. Because like I'm not gonna put a vote in the Discord because not everybody in the Discord watches the podcast.
Right.
Make a separate wheel of everybody in the live and then spin it, and whoever it lands on gets to pick the game.
They should be watching though.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a good game. You can also run a poll on Discord. That's true. I like Slomo's idea with the wheel, secondary wheel.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give power to people who aren't watching the show.
True story. That's a good idea.
I feel like we're picking a good game.
So what do you guys think? Do you think you'll play this again as just like a random pass the time, or would you recommend other people playing it, or what do you think?
I'd play it again. It wouldn't be anything that I'm like.
Quaftone says, you let other choose, it's going to be chaos. There's no Ape Escape up there. That is a solid choice. That is actually on my list of games to add in the future.
Nice.
So we only replace one when one goes out. So like whoever chose that game, they choose the next game that goes on the list.
Except this week we have to put 2 on there because Chakan is
Chakan
removed
go bye-bye.
and it's actually already been replaced.
Steve, what's going on?
Steve,
welcome in.
What's up, buddy?
I'll announce that later.
Yes.
But yeah, I like this game and I would play it again. And
I'm just thinking,
everyone give it a shot. It's not overly difficult. You can do it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's not
like I said, 55 minutes. My second time playing the game.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty good.
Not bad at all. Don't put me up there.
Sorry. You're in here commenting. There's a chance you're going to be on the screen.
Yeah. But welcome in. I believe it's your first time in, right? At least commenting. It's Headley.
So
I know you.
We all know Headley.
Welcome in, Headley. I do not know Headley.
Headley's
Lamar.
Headley's a good guy. I haven't seen Headley around in a while though.
Good to see you.
Came in the other day.
Absolutely.
Dropped the 10 game controllers. Appreciate that, man.
Dang.
All going
Freedom,
towards
have you thought about what you're putting on the list after Green Dog?
And
I have already decided what I'm replacing Chakan with. And Griff probably won't like it. But
was Chakan your pick?
Chakan was my pick.
Huh. I thought the reason why we were trying to give Griff. Oh, so okay, that's good. Yeah. So yeah, honey, you're right. No, I haven't really picked on it. Go ahead and pick something for Chakan real quick.
I already did. Griff's probably gonna hate me for it, but I didn't do it to spite Griff. I did it because I want to play the game and I want to beat the game, and I have zero motivation to do anything without a challenge, and that is Castlevania Bloodlines. So
I don't know why you think that would spite me.
Because you don't like platformer Castlevania games?
I like them. I just don't like them as much as like Metroidvania style Castlevania games.
Okay. Well, I've played parts of it and I thought it was really fun, so I want to beat it, and this will give me the
eventually
to do so. The motivation.
The original Castlevania is actually on my list too of games to replace as well.
Castlevania 1.
Yep.
Nice.
I know. You beat it.
No, I have not. No, I have not.
You came close.
I came close, but once I got to that last level, it pretty much handed it to me. Hell no.
We can play through all the Castlevania games except for 2. I'm fine with that.
Nobody likes 2. You don't like Order of Ecclesia? I didn't say that.
I've never played it.
I didn't say that.
So for mine, if you guys have it available, it is possible to beat within a week, and it saves your progress. Why don't we put Cuphead on the list? Look, you saw Griff dropped his head in sadness. He's like, what? What?
You trying to kill me over here?
Hey, it's your pick. We can do it.
I'll put Cuphead on there.
Okay. That's fine.
And to actually be able to beat the game completely, you have to play it on normal.
Yes, Lemo.
Just saying, if you go through on simple, it doesn't let you fight the devil.
You don't get the certificates, right?
You might be right.
Well, no, I've never played it on easy.
I don't know, man. Should we do a passive run challenge?
No.
I mean, you can put that challenge down. I can tell you, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna fail that.
Just doing Cuphead, and there's one. It's got a 1 out of 30 chance.
Rickles brings up a solid point. It's not the PS2 era.
It isn't.
So the issue with it is we all have Cuphead.
Do we though?
We do.
I don't recall having that anywhere.
You played it before. I've seen you do it.
No, I haven't. I definitely have not done that.
But
doesn't sound like me.
One of the things we were talking. Well, go ahead, Slow-Mo.
The issue with it is emulation, which Griff has made known that he can't emulate Switch games. So, but emulation, we can't emulate PS3 games and stuff like that.
Maybe don't put that out there.
Or we may not. What, emulation?
No, that I can emulate Switch games. Nintendo doesn't like that.
Nintendo's not watching us.
No, one of the things we were talking about initially was if we have to emulate it and we can emulate it, we will. But if it's also a newer game that we might be able to blow through within that week, and it's a newer game, if we can get the hard copy or we can play a copy of it, it would still stand on the list.
CJ says no skipping cutscenes, and then Headley says no skipping cutscenes. Bye, Slow-Mo.
Yeah, it's all about availability, really.
Yeah, basically.
Like if I pick a PS5, if I pick like Horizon, like obviously somebody's gonna have to have the game, and
the running joke with Nintendo is that they have ninjas everywhere watching everybody all at once.
Right.
So they're in
Rickles also says Cuphead hard as nails. Why are we giving ourselves a beat?
Because it has better playability than Chakan does.
So the initial, for those of you that don't know, the initial goal of the podcast was going to be to beat like the impossible to beat games.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the way, it just turned into games that we hadn't played.
Yep. So the impossible to beat games are definitely going to be on there.
And I'm not. I've came very, very close to beating Cuphead, and then I gave up because overexposure to Cuphead is a thing.
Oh yeah.
And that happened. So I made it to King Dice.
Nice.
Just gonna mute myself for a second.
But I became very much
Horizon
game.
If I had PlayStation, I would definitely be willing to play Horizon, but I do not.
Playing Nintendo sends its regards and its daggers. Oh.
But if we pick something that's like newer, if you guys ever want to veto something, we can go through a veto.
I think we need to set up veto rules.
Let's veto Cuphead right now.
No.
Oh, he really doesn't want to play Cuphead.
No, I'll play Cuphead. I'm just teasing.
I think for veto rules, it has to be at least 2/3 votes.
That's fair. I agree to that.
Will you stream Cuphead though?
Absolutely not.
I
think that'll get you the numbers.
I think it will get them numbers. It also
care about the numbers.
Banned.
Look, I value the sanctity of my controller. You see this? You see this? It is one whole controller. I would like to keep it that way.
Doesn't want to break it up.
It's a nice controller.
That's that's questionable, but
what kind of controller is it?
DualSense.
Oh, never mind. I thought from here it looked like the Switch Pro controller. That's my favorite controller of all time, probably.
The Pro controller?
Yeah.
Apparently, the D-pad is super questionable.
Who uses it?
Now that Rickles mentioned that yesterday, and then thinking about it, maybe that's why I was struggling with Mega Man on the Switch. Cuphead stresses Lee out. DualSense makes no sense. It should have been the DualShock 5.
Yeah, I like the Pro controller. It feels real good in the hands.
It does. It's very comfortable.
It's a little heavier, but it's not too heavy.
Not as heavy as a DualSense.
That's very true. That after playing like Switch games or something with the Pro Controller, I'll go pick up my PlayStation 5 controller and it just feels like a brick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, like we'd usually try to do, we started doing here in the last couple weeks, guys, is if anybody here also has the ability to play Cuphead and you would like to try to challenge yourself throughout the week and let us know how you did by the next episode, let us know. We would like to hear from you. If we ever picked up Cuphead, but yeah, whatever game we pick, we challenge you guys to, or give you guys the option to test yourselves with whatever game comes up and let us know how you did at the end of the week.
Yeah, and I just want to point out, like first round showdown in the comments said, don't forget to hit the like button. We have 11 people in here and only 6 likes, so get on it, guys.
There you go.
I already know what I'm picking if the fan vote comes up. Kirby? Is it Kirby?
I feel like it's definitely Kirby.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are y'all ready to pick a game?
He says she wants to join in on this.
Well, you can play.
Whatever comes up. Yeah, I'm ready to find out.
It's not Kirby.
He says it's not Kirby.
Okay, I'm ready to pick a game, guys. I don't know about y'all.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, we will shuffle this a whole bunch of times.
You put Cuphead and what's it called on there?
I sure did. Blah, blah.
I swear to God, if it's Cuphead, I quit this podcast right now.
Oh my God, it sounds like someone dropped a baby upstairs.
Well, it's not going to be Oracle of Seasons.
Oh yeah,
nice.
This is my jammy jam. I do have a challenge for this game. May not be possible for everybody. So Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages actually link together. My challenge is to beat both of them and get the true ending for the story.
Which one in the timeline? Which one comes first?
Either or, they happen at the same time.
Oh.
I'm so excited for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
I love it. I'm here for this. I will stream the hell out of this.
Nice.
Seasons is so good. Oracle of Ages is so good. It is time that we get another top-down Zelda game for sure. It is definitely feasible in a week. How dare you?
Kind of like
Pokemon Red and Blue. Like Pokemon Red and Blue. I wouldn't go that far. There's definitely a lot of rings to collect.
I think he just means that like they have similarities and differences, but they happen at the same time in the same.
Oh yeah.
Existence.
Yeah, to that point, yeah.
So if
they're actually different stories.
If you can guess, Griff, technically, in general, how long would it take to play one of these games?
You could beat one of them in 8-9 hours.
Yeah, I don't see me beating that challenge then, because I don't really have
Oracles
as much time.
Good.
I don't see me trying that challenge because I don't want to play one Zelda game, let alone 2 Zelda games.
That's fine. I'll be the only one to do it.
I'll eat a chocolate Vienna sausage over that.
You don't do that. That's nasty.
I don't care. It lasts 10 seconds. You just said this game's 9 hours.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. Needs a Link to the Past, like the version on the Switch. Needs a remake for that for sure. That's actually in cooperation with Capcom. As far as the original Oracle's games go, but
right.
I'm excited to be playing this one.
Nice. Have you played and beat both of them?
Oh yeah, I have both of them.
Which one do you like better, or doesn't? They're both equal.
I prefer Seasons, but that's why I chose Seasons and not Ages.
I just want to go on the record and say this is the second time that it has almost landed on Super Star Wars, and then it was like, nope. It really
for
wants
the
to be
wheel.
Super Star Wars.
Right.
I did take Green Dog off the list. Let me take that off. As you can see, I did put Cuphead on there though. But Green Dog needs to go.
Nice.
How many choices are on there?
Should be 33. It doesn't tell me exactly. I can count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. That's 10 game choices each in the player choice.
You pulled some shenanigans somewhere.
I
And that's
didn't.
why Shining Force isn't on the list.
I didn't. You said
I think you did.
you told me in a private I think you may have told Freedom too before we were adding games to the list that you were going to add Shining Force, and then you didn't. I didn't remind you, but that's not my fault.
That is okay.
Well, that is my replacement, so you might as well go ahead and add that.
Okay, I can do that.
Really like Oracle Seasons. Probably your favorite Zelda game. It's really good.
It's Sega, right?
Ages has better dungeons. It is Sega, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to trying this one. I've played and beat a handful of the Zelda games before, but I've never played the Game Boy Color ones.
Chaos. If you really like Oracle Seasons, what I can do is I can send you my background, and you just film the video of you playing it and send it over to me. That'd be great.
They're honestly not very long. They're extremely short games.
Yeah, I mean they're
the only reason
handheld.
The only reason I feel confident in issuing this challenge. If I thought it was impossible, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, they're handheld. Handheld games are usually not very long.
Yeah,
that makes sense. So if anybody wants to try to play this game throughout the week with us, feel free.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
When you have a short attention span, it's hard to beat these games in a week.
I mean, we all have short attention spans, I believe.
Yeah, there's one part that I struggled with in these games, and that's the rhythm game in Subrosia.
Is this the one where you have like 4 different colored links?
No.
Which one is that?
Four Sword.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay.
Also a good game. You know, Slomo, I'm gonna slowly work our way through the Zelda franchise just for you, buddy.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't put Minish Cap on there already.
Griff,
I do. I love Minish Cap. It's so good, but I just played it recently.
You can go ahead and do that because I got you. I got you, Griff.
I'm not going to do that, but
I got you.
The dancing mini game.
The dancing mini game. That's
we're not allowed to use
states all the way.
That one, and you can't not do it because you have to do it to get the I think it's the boomerang.
Is
so
that
we have
very on in the game?
We have strict save state rules, and we're only allowed to use it to save in authentic ways. We're not allowed to use it to progress in the game.
I've actually been taking that one step further and just not even using it.
I mean, I'll use it if it lets me save. Like if a game lets me save, and I'll use it. But like if we were playing Green Dog, obviously I can't save in that game. Right. But like Oracle of Seasons, you're gonna have to save state at some point.
We gave Chakan the ability because technically, if you try to blow through that game, it can still take anywhere between 3 to 4 hours, and there's no saves, there's no continues, there's no password system. So, yeah.
I mean, he says,
I have total confidence. Actually, I'm going to be hooking up my GameCube to play the actual parts, so I won't have the option for save states.
Here's my thing.
Shout out to Freedom for the Game Boy Player Disc.
People have done it before, right? Before save states.
Oh yeah. So I've played it on the original cartridges.
that's the thing. We have to do it how the game was intended to be played.
Right.
You can't use save states for evil, because that takes the fun out of beating a game.
Yeah.
So I know this is completely off topic on that, but did you guys see? I know Griff did. Did you, Sloma? Did you see me playing any of the new RoboCop game?
I saw like cutscenes, and that was all I really saw.
Cutscenes. He's like, I hate these damn cutscenes.
Cutscenes,
Yeah.
skip it.
There's like cutscene. I'm like, all right, I'll be back, freedom, and then I was like at work.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's first person shooter. You know, pretty good game so far. I was really a fan of the first two movies. I wasn't really a fan of the third movie, and I definitely didn't see the remake. But from when I very first saw
there
it,
was a remake.
Yeah, when I saw it initially announced, I was pretty hyped for it. So it's pretty great all the way around so far. I'm only like 2 major missions in, so it gives you a wide variety of things that you can do. So
I'm pretty happy with. So I've been trying to adjust my frames to match the game, like the game art.
Yeah,
this is third game in a row that had red and yellow in it. So pretty excited about that. I don't have to change anything.
Nice. Well, you're gonna have to adjust some rules. Oh, good luck beating those mini games without save states. Yeah,
We'll just have to figure it out. Are they?
I think it's definitely doable.
I mean, are they one shot and done, or like if you don't do it, you have to start over? Do you have multiple chances at the mini games?
Yeah, you have infinite chances, so it's not a matter of if but when. But it's a rhythm game.
Okay.
So if you lack rhythm, you're going to struggle with it. And when I was a kid, I definitely struggled with it.
Well, we'll just have to get our rhythm on.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll knock it out.
So that sounds pretty interesting to me. But I definitely look forward to this one all the way around. So, but yeah, we're gonna be. I guess we're gonna be go ahead and calling it. We really appreciate you guys being in here. We'll go ahead and 86 the episode, but you guys are always welcome here. Appreciate you guys stopping in. Griff is here, Slomo is here, Freedom is here. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. We love to see you guys. Feel free to give us a like, share, a follow. Send out some shares to some of the other social media to get more people in here. We love you guys being here every single week. And look forward to playing this Legend of Zelda game throughout the week. You guys got any final comments?
This one I might actually stream on the Round Showdown YouTube channel. So just watch for that. I don't know if I'll use the StreamYard account to do that or my own setup, but yeah, so just keep an eye out for that, and maybe I will, maybe I won't, but check in more often. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Headley. Thanks for stopping in always.
I probably won't stream this one. Maybe I will. No, I'm not. I'm not going to stream it because Zelda fans are ungodly.
Yeah.
And they will tell me everything, how to beat this game, and I will not stop them.
Right.
Not on this one.
You know, now that you say that, I'm kind of hesitant as well. We'll see. I mean, you know.
I'd like to
do what I do. Have your mods block them. It works.
I have an idea, and it's up to you guys, and I'll talk to you about it after this episode. We can start it next
episode.
Got
3 cool streamers I'm going to share this podcast with. Their names are Griffey, Slomo, and Freedom Gamer.
If you guys find yourselves playing this game and you have the ability to record it and send me the video to firstroundshowdown@gmail.com. That's all I'm going to say. You might
definitely not.
Some of our
it's not all, but it's especially prevalent on TikTok. Like it's really bad.
Yeah, but I might use your videos for other things.
Definitely. So,
but anyway, other things he means he's going to try to pawn it off as his own.
No, I
won't. Check out what I just did.
Why would I do that? Record your
first try, baby.
Right. You say that?
I'll
I'm
tell
an
you
expert here.
I will tell everybody it was the first try, even if it wasn't the first try. So
Right.
Should play those games this week. They are really fun. They are really fun. Yeah, you do that, man.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get
after
through.
Pokemon.
Definitely. So, but we shall see. But that is it for this episode of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for stopping in. Once again, we love you guys so much. We love to hear from you. We love to see you guys here. You guys inspire us to do great things. So check us out on all of our individual TikTok accounts as well. Griff has some other. What are you doing? Kick and Twitch? Or you just doing Twitch?
Right? Just the Twitch.
Just the Twitch.
It's Griff J85 everywhere.
Yep.
Pretty sure everybody in here is already following though.
Headley, we don't even get royalties, so.
Nope. And Headley, it was great meeting you there, buddy. I don't think I've seen you before, but welcome in absolutely.
He's been in your streams before.
Has he? Does he?
Yeah.
Is it Headley on his other
on TikTok? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, but I think that's gonna be it, guys. You guys have a good rest of your night, and hopefully we'll see you here sometime soon.
See you on the next one.
All right.
See you guys.
Peace out.